Hey everyone, it's Priscilla from Assist Queen Crochet, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to do the Solomon's knot, also called the lover's knot. I learned this because I wanted to make a produce hammock for my kitchen and I loved it, and y'all liked it to stitch, so I wanted to show you guys how to do it as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright everyone, let's learn the Solomon's knot, also called the lover's knot. So here is how it looks. So basically how this is constructed is we start off with the single crochet base, and we have single crochets, and in between all the single crochets we have what we're going to call the Solomon's knot. Just so you know, we're going to be calling that throughout this video, and they come in pairs and they also come in half depending on what row we're on. But anyway, don't worry, I'm going to go super slow. It's going to be very clear to understand what we're doing here. Also, this is a 2-row repeat pattern, so you're going to be able to do 2 rows back and forth until you get to the length you want. And I will also show you at the end how to do a single crochet row to end it off. This stitch is great if you want like a nice meshy stretchy stitch, but it will also look great if you block it as well to really show the definition. Like, it's honestly super gorgeous. You can block it or leave it as is for a nice stretchy produce hammock, a market bag. You have so many options, like a swimsuit cover up, basically whatever you want. And this is like perfect, I think, for summer with cotton yarn or stretchy yarn. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, so let's get into this tutorial, how to do the Solomon's or lover's knot. All right, so what you're going to need to know is how to do a slip knot, a chain, a single crochet, and a treble crochet. Pretty simple. If you don't know how to do any of those things though, in the description of this video I have video tutorials for each stitch, so definitely check those out. But without further ado, let's get into it. I'm using a 4.25mm boy hook, and I'm using Big Twist cotton yarn in Ocean Splash. All right, so start off by putting a slip knot on your hook. So basically what you're going to want to do is have a chain that is a multiple of 4 plus 2. So I'm going to do 22 because 20 is a multiple of 4, and I'm going to add 2 more. So I'm going to chain 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So after you do that, you're going to skip the first chain. You're going to single crochet into the next chain and the rest of the chains that you created. So skip the first chain and go into the second chain and do a single crochet. Oops, sorry, I kind of jacked that up. So when you get to the end of your first row, you are going to end up having a multiple of 4 plus 1. So I'm going to end up having 21 single crochet because we skipped that first chain. I probably shouldn't have used cotton yarn because it splits so much, which is kind of annoying, but it's too late now. I'm already committed. Just gonna go ahead and single crochet all the way to the end of this first row. All right, so here we are. Our first row is complete. Now we're going to turn our work, which is just going like this and turning it around so we can work in the top of all those single crochets we just did. All right, so we turned our work, and now we're going to chain 1. So after you chain 1, this next row is not a repeat row, it's just like another foundation row for this stitch. So after you chain 1, you're going to single crochet into that first stitch. And now I'm going to show you guys how to do the actual Solomon's knot. So this part is important because you're going to want to pull up the same amount every time you do this knot. You can do a 1/2 inch, an inch, 3/4 of an inch, 2 inches if you want like a really stretchy material. But I'm going to do about 3/4 inch, I would say. Just remember, like I would say, use like muscle memory to remember how much you pull it up. So I'm going to pull up about this high, and then I'm going to chain 1. So yarn over and pull through. And now we're going to do a single crochet stitch, but we're not going to do it on this front loop or this back loop. We're going to go to the back post of our chain. So not in the front, but if you turn the chain around, there's a little back post strand right here, and that's what we're going to single crochet into. Not the front loop, not the back loop, but this back post of that chain. Single crochet into it. And that is a Solomon's knot. Alright, so now we're going to do it again. Pull up, same amount you did before, chain, and then do a single crochet on the back post of that chain. So around the back of the chain, there's a little piece of yarn right there. That's what we're going to single crochet into. Alright, now we have a pair of the Solomon's knot. Alright, let's go back to our base single crochet row. You're going to skip 3 single crochet. So you already single crochet in that first stitch. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and we're going to single crochet into that 4th stitch. So 1 single crochet. Here's what we have so far. Alright, now we're going to do 2 more of the Solomon's knots. Just pull up. Try to keep your pull up consistent. Do a chain. And then do a single crochet into the back post of that chain. Pull up. Chain. And then do a single crochet into the back post of that chain. Now you have 2 Solomon's knots. Go back to your base single crochet row right here. Skip 3. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in that 4th stitch. Alright, now we're going to continue what we did before until we get to the end of this row. You're going to do 2 knots. You're going to skip 3 and single crochet in the 4th stitch all the way until you get to the end of the round. Of the row, and you're going to end up single crocheting in that last stitch. So let me show you guys one more time how to do it, and I'll meet you at the end. So pull up, chain, single crochet in that back post, pull up, chain, single crochet in the back post, go down, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in that 4th stitch. So just continue this until you get to the end of the row. And I'll show you guys how to end it off. Alright, so I just did my 2 Solomon's knots. I'm going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3. In the last single crochet of our row, we're going to do a single crochet into that stitch. And that is how you do the kind of, I would call it the second foundation row. And here's how it looks. We have single crochets, and in between each single crochet we have 2 Solomon's knots, and we ended off and started with a single crochet. Now here is, we're going to do the next row, which is going to be the first repeat row. So we're going to turn our work. How to turn your work is literally just turn it around so your hook is over here, and we can go the other direction and go back into what we just did. All right, so repeat round 1. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do 1 Solomon's knot. So pull up, chain 1, and single crochet into that back post of the chain. So we have 1 Solomon's knot, and then we're going to skip the next Solomon's knot right here, and we're going to single crochet into that next single crochet after that 1 Solomon's knot. So into here, we're going to do a single crochet. Make sure y'all can see where we're at. So we do 1 single crochet. And now we're going to do 2 Solomon's knots, so a pair. Pull up, chain, single crochet, pull up, chain, single crochet in that back post of the chain. Now we have 2. Now we're going to skip the next 2 Solomon's knots, 1, 2, and then we're going to go and single crochet into that next single crochet right here. So skip 2 knots, 1, 2, into that next single crochet is where we're going to do a single crochet. So insert it in, single crochet. And now we're going to repeat what we just did until we get to the end of the row. So once again, pull up, chain 1, single crochet in that back post of the chain, pull up, chain 1, single crochet in the back post of that chain, if I can do it right. Skip the next 2 knots, 1, 2, into that next single crochet, do a single crochet. All right, so what are you going to do next? Do 2 knots, skip the next 2, and single crochet. 2 knots, skip the next 2, single crochet, and when you get to that last knot, I'm going to show you guys how to end off this first repeat round. All right, single crocheting into that single crochet, the last single crochet of this row. All right, so here's how to end the first repeat round. As you can see, we have a single crochet right down here after that last knot. Can you see it? Right there. What we're going to do is we're going to do 1 knot. So pull up, chain, single crochet into the back post of that chain, and we're going to do a treble crochet into that single crochet right down there from the previous row, right after that knot. So you're going to do a treble crochet right into there. All right, that is the first repeat round. Let me show y'all how it looks. You can compare yours to mine if you would like. I'm gonna kind of pull up these diamonds. It looks so beautiful in this yarn, not gonna lie. All right, so as you can see, we started with a chain 4, 1 knot, single crochet, 2 knots, single crochet, again, till we got to the end with 1 knot, and then a treble crochet into that single crochet right there to end off that row. All right, let's get into the second repeat round. So let's put our hook back in there and let's turn our work. And this video was sponsored by me. This is Queen Crochet. I create colorful boho and hippie crochet patterns, pants, shorts, tops, hats, all the things. Check out my free and my paid patterns in the description below. All right, so start off your row with a chain 1, and then you're going to single crochet into your first stitch, which is basically right on top of that treble crochet you just did. Awesome. Now do 2 knots. So pull up, chain, single crochet in that back post of the chain, pull up, chain, single crochet in the back post of that chain. And now you're going to skip 2 knots. 1, 2, and then single crochet in that next single crochet stitch right here. So just in case you didn't see what we did, we started off with a single crochet, we did 2 knots, and then we skipped 2 knots below and single crocheted in that next single crochet. Now we're going to do 2 knots again. All right, and skip 2. 1, 2, and single crochet in the next single crochet. Skipping 2 knots, so we're going to single crochet right here. And you're going to repeat this until you get to the end of your row. So you're going to do 2 more knots, and you're going to skip 2 knots and single crochet there. You're going to do 2 knots, skip 2 knots, single crochet there, skip 2 knots, do 2 knots, skip 2 knots, and single crochet here. I'm gonna show you guys how to finish the row, but just continue what we've been doing until you get to the end, and I'll show y'all where to put your last single crochet. I just did 2, skip 2, single crochet right here. I'll see y'all at the end of this row. Okay, so here we are at the end of the row. I just did my last 2 knots, and I'm about to skip my last 2 knots. Try to make sure that's clear. All right, so our last single crochet is going to go at the top of the 4 chains right here. We started off the previous row with 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to single crochet into the top of those 4 chains. So here's the top chain right here. Single crochet, and that is how you end the second repeat round. Show y'all how it looks. So now we have some beautiful diamonds here, just gorgeous. And then you're going to go back and you're going to do the first repeat round, second repeat round, over and over and over until you get to the length that you would like. And I'm going to show you guys how to end it off with a single crochet. So if you don't know how to start the next round, I put all the timestamps in the description. Go back to that first repeat round. You're going to start off with a treble crochet. So just go back, rewatch the other part, and keep going until you get to the length you want. So to end off with a single crochet, you're going to want to end with that first repeat round, which is the treble crochet, start with a chain 4, and then it ends with a treble crochet. My bad, guys. So end off your project with that treble crochet, that first repeat round, and then I'm going to show you guys how to add the single crochet at the end. Okay, so I just ended with that first repeat round, which is started with the chain 4, 1 knot, single crochet, 2 knots, blah blah blah, and I ended off with my treble crochet. Now let's do the last row. There's 2 rows to finish it off with the single crochet. So turn your work, chain 1, and single crochet in your first stitch, which is the top of that treble crochet you just did on the previous row. Single crochet 1. Now you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to skip the next 2 knots. 1, 2. And you're going to single crochet on top of the next single crochet after you skip those 2 knots. Skip those 2. Single crochet right here. All right. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2 knots. 1, 2. Single crochet in the next single crochet. You're going to repeat that until you get to the end of your row. So 1, 2, 3. Skip 2 knots. Single crochet in the next single crochet. So chain 1, 2, 3. Skip 2 knots. 1, 2. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2. And you're going to single crochet into the top of that chain 4 you started from the previous row. Okay, now you have single crochets and chains. Turn your work. Chain 1, and for this last row, or how many rows you want to do of single crochet, you're going to single crochet into every single crochet and into every chain. So we're going to single crochet into that first stitch and single crochet into the next 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet into the next single crochet, and then single crochet in the next 3 chains. And continue on until you get to the end of your row. Alright, I just finished the single crochet row, and look at this, how gorgeous. Once again, blocking it will give you nice, beautiful definition, or using it for a cover up to make it just stretchy onto your body. Once again, produce bag, produce hammock. I just made one in my kitchen. I showed y'all, I think at the beginning of the video. I'm pretty sure I showed you. Anyway, I'm stuttering now. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Comment below for the algorithm. Comment feeling naughty, or Solomon's knot, or this was cool, or thank you, or with any questions you have. Would love to hear. If you want to see more tutorials, if you want to see a pattern with this stitch, comment what you want to see. I love suggestions. I love to give you guys what you want sometimes. So once again, thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, my crochet kings and queens, and watch this video next. Deuces.